afternoon, everybody. I'm Gloria, Executive Director from Famous Fido, and this is Cuckoo and Tikaboo. And these guys had crisis before the COVID virus crisis. They were homeless with their garden and their guardian. All three were homeless and they had no place to go. So the guardian had since gone to a shelter where they could not be with her. So I offered to care for these guys till she could come out of the shelter. Unfortunately, the COVID virus hit everybody, and she cannot leave the shelter to even come and see the dogs anymore, which they miss her deeply. Now, since the virus, she can't find a job, she can't find housing, and these dogs will remain at Famous Fido's until we can help her find a place and find a job. There are so many animals out there that do not get this break and do not get to go with somebody and wait for their, so the person and the dogs or cats can be reunited together. It's a very sad situation because many animals and many people are falling through the cracks. Of course, we have to be concerned about health and health concern, and so people do not, spread the virus. But we also have to look at the other side, the economy, the animals that are homeless to begin with before the virus happened, and how many more will be homeless, and how many more will enter shelters. But we also have to look at animals like this that have a connection with somebody, that have a home, and that person may not be in the home or be homeless. Many people are calling on a daily basis to surrender their animals someplace because they have a break. They have nowhere to go right now. Some of them have been evicted. Some of them have like this lady is homeless. She has to go to a shelter. And some of the animals here, people live on the street, and there's no place for them to go. I am so privileged to know this lady and help her with these dogs, but you can only do so much, and there's too many of them out there. We have to work with people so that we adopt these animals out, help people in crisis where shelters will accept animals like this so they can go with their guardian. And people are also slipping through the cracks now because their businesses are shut, they can't go back to work, and they don't have money to pay their rent and their utilities and their other bills. Many, even our small business, can't even pay their employees because the stimulus money has not come to everybody right now, and it's been 4 weeks since the shutdown has been in place, and many people have no option. So this is quite concerning to Famous Fido. It's quite concerning to us too because we have to be here and keep maintaining this place so we can help animals like this. We do adopt many animals out. We have lots of cats and dogs here. We have special needs animals that take more time. We can't just adopt them to everybody. Just like you've seen Thomas, he went to the wrong adopter, and Thomas's life is on a thread right now. He's holding it on a thread. These animals and this woman, we want to help. We care about everybody deeply, and we feel we can help her. But what about all the animals that never find a refuge where they can go and be reconnected, and somebody will work with a person like this? There's not enough space, not enough room, and there's not a lot of places like this. We have much to accomplish here. We have many animals to help. The ones that are in here at Famous Fido, of course, we work with them 24 hours a day. We're here caring for them. But I don't think people see how many, on our Facebook page, we try to get it out there, how many people call us on a daily basis because they need help with their animals. Many of these calls, people can find solutions and keep their animals. Some of it involves training, moving, children, allergies, but some people are truly in great need, that are great people, that have no place to go, and they do not want to be separated from their animals. So it is a huge deal. It's a complicated mess for these animals. There's a lot to it. It's not just about relinquishing animals to a shelter. There's a lot of situations out there, a lot of people in crisis, and a lot of animals in crisis. So that's what we're trying to get aware. We're trying to bring awareness to these issues out there. It's not just about people surrendering. These are two special creatures that have unique personalities, want a lot of attention and love. This guy's really feisty, and they need our help. Hi everybody, this is Thomas, the new cat that we just got in that was in a crisis mode. Thomas has just gotten back from the emergency vet. He was a cat that was adopted very young at 8 weeks old without any other siblings and got neutered at 8 weeks old. And the person that had the cat who got the adoption really left him alone for long periods of time. So maybe he wasn't fed right. Something could have drastically happened to get him in this state where he's at today. We are currently working, because he was at the emergency vet the other night, with his blood test to see if he has FIP or any kind of infectious disease that we're going to have to deal with. Right now he somewhat has a fever. It goes up and down. He's completely blind. We are putting eye medication to get the inflammation out of his eyes. But the point of this is this little kitten is many kittens, many cats, millions of cats and dogs are adopted, and sometimes the adoptions aren't thorough enough and screened enough, and then this kind of thing happens where a 6-month-old cat who's been sickly all of his life is out there with nobody to fend for it, could go to a shelter, could lose his life. His vet bills thus far in the last few days have been almost $3,000. And why I helped this cat was because I felt so bad for him being neutered at 8 weeks old, 10 weeks old, and going through all these experiences. We want to see him live. There's a lot of great animals out there that need our help. This is just one of them. There's millions of them out there. Without you helping us and donating to our cause here, we cannot do these interventions and help these types of cats and dogs. And we need people that are like-minded people to get involved, because animal cruelty and animal abuse and animal neglect really has to be put in perspective. It can't go on like this. After the COVID virus catastrophe and crisis, many animals are going to lose their lives. Many animals got adopted and they went to foster homes, but many will go back to shelters and be forgotten about. Also, the crisis was bad for animals before the virus. Now we're going to have people in evictions. We're getting calls on a daily basis of people losing their homes, having to go with relatives. There's no place for all of these animals to go, and they need a lot of care. So please get involved with Famous Fido in our rescue, because we really care, we really want to make a difference, and we need your support. And Thomas and all the millions of Thomases out there need your help. It's beyond money, it's about understanding what's happening with animals and the crisis out there. So please help us.